The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recently unveiled their national communication campaign, HIV Treatment Works. The campaign is designed to encourage people living with HIV to seek care, take HIV medications, remain in care, and adhere to treatment. Joining us today to tell us more about the program are Dr. Namdi Elias from the United Medical Center and Christopher Barnnhill, an HIV Treatment Works participant and the national spokesperson for National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. Thanks to both of you for being here.
Thank you.
Now, this is an important topic for us to talk about today because HIV and AIDS has a huge impact on the DC community. Perhaps more here than other places, right? Tell us about that.
No, absolutely. I mean, unfortunately, the rates of HIV in DC are higher than many parts of the country. Experts say that an epidemic is called an epidemic when 1% of the population is affected. In DC, almost 3% of the population is affected.
Wow, so truly an epidemic here.
Absolutely.
Well, tell us a little bit about the clinic and the type of care that you're providing for people with HIV and AIDS there.
No, United Medical Center has a wonderful program, if I say so myself, because at the hospital, we realize we're the only hospital east of the river. So we take our responsibility very seriously to the patients who live in the area around us. So what we do is that not only do we offer HIV testing all the time, anytime, we also make an effort to link people into care. Very important within our program is our navigator or our care coordinator, who will sometimes handhold someone to bring them into care. We have mental health people, we have case managers, because during that time a lot of people are afraid, they're stressed. It's really a very hard time for them. But what's so important to us that people realize, just as Chris will talk about later, that with HIV, there is treatment. And if you get in care and you stay in care, you will live well.
Well, let's talk about this communications plan that you have just launched. It's actually a campaign called HIV Treatment Works, because you're telling people that it does work, right? Congratulations on this launch, and tell us a little bit about it and the changes that you've seen since the launch.
Yes, at United Medical Center, we're really honored that CDC chose to launch their national program at our hospital. And I think it's because they recognized the amount of HIV that exists within our hospital catchment area. And in this program, it's part of their Act Against AIDS program, but this one is specifically targeted to educating people about the fact that HIV treatment is available. It's important that people get connected to care, that they stick to it, that they stay in care. And so this program really talks about many different people, the barriers that they're going through, but how they're overcoming it. And I think Chris here is an excellent example.
Right, Chris, you've become a national spokesperson for this. Can you tell us a little bit about your personal experience and then how you became a national spokesperson and why it's important to you?
Okay, sure. So I've been HIV positive for 27 years. I was perinatally infected, and I found out about my status at a health fair when I was 16. And so for the past 10 years, I've been able to do work on various levels around HIV in terms of caring for those who are HIV positive, teaching young people about sexual health and things like that, and just kind of reminding people that HIV treatment does work. I know it sounds so cliche, but it does work, and it sounds like it's a simple thing to do. But when you have multiple layers of other stuff that is happening in your personal life, it kind of HIV treatment tends to be the last on the list among all the rest of the things.
Now, Doctor, you talked a little bit about specific concerns, making sure that people stuck with their treatment and those kinds of things. Christopher, can you tell me a little bit about how you've managed to make sure that you stayed in treatment and managed your treatment?
Well, I don't want to mislead people and say that it's 100% perfect. It's not. It's like a muscle. You have to keep working at it, and you'll get it right. Because there's moments where when you are refilling a prescription and the pharmacy don't have the prescription and you're on your last day of pill, what are you going to do? I mean, you have to, those situations come up, but you have to kind of plan ahead. You also have to realize what kind of know your schedule. If I know that at noon I'm always eating lunch and I have to take it with food, then it's important that I take it at noon. And also just making sure that you have a support system. I mean, I have friends that tell me all the time, have you taken your medication? You get on my nerves, but I appreciate the reminder.
Well, were there any barriers to getting care? How is the HIV Treatment Works program speaking to the barriers to getting care?
Well, So the camp, my face is located on 13th and G, and I remember there's a few times that I'm walking past it trying to hide from it a little bit because I don't want to be recognized. But like just like, oh shoot, did I call my doctor today? Because when you see the HIV Treatment Works campaign, you're kind of constantly reminded of what did I forget to do.
Well, I hope that this segment has been a reminder to everyone that there are places to get treatment, there's a program out there, and that there are faces like yours that are teaching them that these are, this is something they need to do for their health and for the epidemic around us. Absolutely. Now, we should also mention that tomorrow is National Black HIV and AIDS Awareness Day.
Yes.
So make sure that you know about that and know that there's more Let's Talk Live, so don't go away.